Hello, what's good, guys? And I finally caught up to Eden Zero as I'm reviewing the latest chapter 89, Hermit versus Fire or Fee. So yeah, this is Hermit versus the rip-off Natsu in a sense. the the bootleg Natsu. So we get the Happy stats anyway. So he seems to be he's Happy's got really poor stats anyway. One attack, one defense, marksmanship four. That's the only good thing. Ether power two, intelligence four. Mechitude is three as well. So this time he doesn't really have a funny stat like Rebecca or Shiki had anyway. But yeah, he looks pretty cute in his little what you call little floating thing he stood on. So as you can tell by the title of this chapter, the focus on it is about Hermit versus Fee. But first we get some pretty juicy stuff. First of all, so we see Okay, so we learn a bit more about Joe because Noah's spilling all the beans. So he's earned his nickname through his ether gear alchemist and his underworld connections. His power is great enough to place him among the Orasian Seis Galactica. And I almost forgot about the Orasian Seis because it's been a long time since they've been referenced. And the Orasian Seis, it's kind of weird that he recycled the name from the fairy tale Orasian Seis as well. But nevertheless, he's used it again. But he's also known by another name as well. He's called Undead Joe, so that's kind of ominous to say the least, anyway. So maybe he has some like zombie kind of power or something. I don't know. But that Undead Joe is going to be a hint to why Draken Joe is such a wanted man and why he's so dangerous in the first place. And we don't know yet. Hmm. And we kind of see conveniently as we kind of want to learn more about Draken Joe. Noah's connection is kind of phasing out, and you can see that he's left some tips, but you can definitely see the static anyway. So Noah believes in world number 29. Rebecca has found the weakness with Draken anyway. So it's up to Rebecca, to find out what the weakness was she discovered. She has to kind of uh, what do you call it? Go through her memories in a sense and try to find out where Kraken Joe was showing his weakness anyway. But it would be very convenient that what do you call Noah has to kind of disconnect at this moment in time. So we also learned that the stakes are quite high for Noah as well, because if they don't beat Draken this time, Noah will die and Blue Garden will die with him. So that's quite ominous to say why Blue Garden will die with him. So he definitely has some ties with the planet Blue Garden. But so we now kind of know what Noah's objective is. I mean, the reason why he wants to kill him because if he doesn't, he's gonna die. But he must have some ulterior motives, maybe or maybe not. So that's quite interesting to see as well. So Draken Joe has to be defeated this time, and it's obviously going to be Shiki who's going to defeat him. But we kind of get some flashbacks of when Rebecca was in when she wakes up in Draken's room and he's just offering when he offers her some drinks. So that was pretty funny. That's the first thing he remembers anyway. So with that with that piece of information given, we just get onto the fight between Pino versus Fee. Anyway, I mean not Pino, what's it called? Hermit versus Fee. Anyway, so the fight goes on pretty well, and it's kind of funny is actually because this guy, this guy definitely does remind us of Natsu. I know everyone's thinking it, bootleg Natsu. So we also learn about bots' weakness to heat has been confirmed that robots are pretty we know weak to heat, but nevertheless, Pino is pretty good at this stuff, and she dodges everything quite elegantly. So that was pretty nice. And because this dude's a sniper, he's not really it doesn't really specialize in close combat. So he uses this sewer system to kind of escape in his fiery form, and with that he kind of escapes to his weapon stash, and he kind of torments Hermit a little bit, saying that if you bots feel pain, make sure to tell me if it hurts. All right. That's when he throws her surveillance drone at her, and you can see that it definitely does hurt Hermit anyway. And so after he's escaped to his armory place and his hideout, he's kind of got his sniper out, and he's going to use his flame bullets, as he's saying, and if Hermit would have been hit by this, I'm pretty sure she would have died because of the fact that the fire bullet would have made her explode from the inside, and that's pretty much a guaranteed KO, to be honest, like a one shot, one kill. Hermit is pretty clever as well, and the fact that Fee says he has 100% 100% hit rate is kind of BS because he misses in the end, and it I quite like how he got outplayed, to be honest, by Hermit. And it's pretty cool, this one panel where we see her dodge the bullet. I thought that was pretty dope indeed. I think that might be the thumbnail for this video anyway. So we also learned that she kind of predicted that he would be going to that hideout because uh, the way she discovered where he was because all the she's linked to the weaponry. So she managed to link herself to the weaponry, and you can see all the weapons in his hideout kind of aimed at him anyway. So also, the fact that Fee has a firepower means that his body temperature is higher than normals, and every android is equipped with heat sensor and thermal imaging. So so it's kind of ironic that this dude's a sniper because every gun has a thermal, what do you call it? Oh, the word, a thermal sensor. So every gun will know where he's hiding, and that kind of defeats the whole point of being a sniper because you're supposed to be hidden and out of sight all the time, and you're supposed to camouflage well. So he's always going to be a sore thumb. So he kind of chose the wrong job. So that kind of makes him a really bad sniper. So it's ironic that he's a sniper in the first place. And you see all these guns getting shoot their ammos right point blank at Faye, and somehow this dude's not going to die. I mean, if this happened, surely he should die, but I have a good feeling he's not going to die. And the fact that she says, "Don't worry, I gave all the bullets an ether coating," so that may mean that he's been spared a little bit. But with that, Hermit has defeated Fee. So I thought that fight was quite interesting as well because it wasn't all flashy moves and everything. There was a bit of brains to it, which I did enjoy quite a bit, and it was quite short as well. So sometimes the shortest fights are the sweetest fights. I'd say short and sweet. Sometimes fights do drag on a bit long. So I did enjoy the oh my god, I can't intricacy of Hermit's strategies against Fee, and unlucky that Fee chose the wrong occupation, to be honest. So that's not really his fault that was born with it, but he's not suited for that job. You can clearly see. But with that, that's the end of this chapter review, and I gotta say, I'm definitely enjoying this little arc anyway, and I want to see how the fight between Crack and Joe is gonna go down, and there seems to be a lot of mystery around who he is and why is he called the Undead Joe as well. So that's another thing we need to find out, and hopefully we'll find out soon. But this is it for me. Bye.